joined by one half of the Juvenile Delinquents, A.J. Frost. A.J., you've been gone for a couple of weeks, but looks like you're back and you're ready to take on the tough tag teams like this hour. Once again, you and the Power Crew.
One more time. That's right. I told Nick Fury to let me do this alone. Power Crew, I'm tired of playing games. Look into my eyes. I'm tired of playing with you. One more time. This is the last time. The orange and black attack. Baby, we staying strong and you going down.
I'm sure if you get by the Power Crew, you want another shot at the tag team belts currently held by the Suicide Blonde.
We want the gold sooner or later. The best will have what they deserve, baby.
Juvenile Delinquents, stronger than ever. We'll be back with more on American.
That's right, and notice now that the Juvenile Delinquents are all over Stan Stasiak.
That's Steve
Stasiak. I'm sorry, I'll get it right after a while. But I've worked with these guys and all of the Stasiak family. It's hard to remember who's who, Gene.
That's true. That can happen sometimes. Oh, look at that big clothesline by Bubba Brooks. They clothesline both of them, Dan.
Well, you know, when these big men throw this right hand and everything, they really have authority inside that ring.
Well, you got Bubba Brooks there, you know, over 400 pounds. When he throws a clothesline or a fist, it's going to hurt.
That's right. And Nick Fury now being thrown on the outside of the ring by Steve Stasiak. And they're lining A.J. Frost up. And A.J. is inside that ring, and he is definitely worth the wear. Delivered a big arm drag there by none other than Big Bubba Brooks.
That lariat, I think it caught him right in the nose and the mouth. And Charlie, I'm going to tell you something. That's a good way to knock a man out cold.
That's right. That's a good way to knock some teeth out and also break a nose. And look at A.J. fighting back now on this big man. And look at this, a Thunderbolt Patterson elbow to the head. And A.J. now going to the choo-choo. Here goes that baseball slide. Woo! And I guarantee you, Big Bubba Brooks is going to be singing soprano tomorrow morning, Dan Paris.
He's going to be in a world of trouble, and right now we've got all four brawling.
Well, Dan, Charlie, you know these juvenile delinquents, what they don't have in size, they make up in heart and desire. We all know that.
That's right. We'd like to say hello while we have a minute here, Gene and Dan, to all of our folks that watches us down in St. Augustine, Florida, on Channel 22 and down in the South Georgia area, where the signal from Channel 22 goes in. Let us, first of all, send a great big Charlie Babb, Dan Parrish, Gene Restano salute to all of our friends down in St. Augustine, Florida.
And no matter if you're in the Sunshine State of Florida or the Palmetto State of South Carolina or North Carolina, or either way you go, APW right here, this is where the action's at.
That's right. As AJ goes for a big flying slam, look at Nick now. Nick's coming over and delivers a big leg drop right across the back of the neck. And poor AJ Frost is underneath all this, Dan Parrish.
And Nick Fury and Stasiak had brought all the way into the locker room, and in return, back into the arena.
Well, this thing is definitely out of control, guys. Now, you know, all four men fighting here inside, outside the ring. Chuck Ellis is going to have a hard time keeping this one under control, Charlie.
Very chaotic match right here, Gene.
No doubt about that. Brooks and Frost on the outside. Stasiak and Nick Fury on the inside here. Here's a cover, but Chuck Ellis is distracted. 1, 2, and a kick out. Nick Fury just able to get out of there.
Well, you know, we have a big main event coming up here just in a little bit. That could be a main event anywhere, Chicago, San Francisco, Tampa, Tallahassee, wherever. And that's going to be when Buddy Landale takes on Blade. And, you know, the Suicide Blondes and the nephew of Buddy Landale, Sonny Landale, the Suicide Blondes and Mickey Richards has left the building. But I'm sure this is going to be a real barn burner between Buddy Landale and Blade.
So did you just say the Suicide Blondes have left the building?
Yes, they have left the building. They have a commitment tomorrow down in Case Fabian, Alabama, and they had to get on the road to get down there.
Never heard of that town, though, Charlie.
Well, that's down next to Frobisville. You've been to Frobisville before, hadn't you, Jim?
That's where they invented the Fernum, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, it's close to Fernum City. I knew you had been there, Dan Parrish, but just took a little while to remember it. Look at this action in that ring.
Oh, look at this. Could be a power driver here. Oh, my goodness.
Yes, look at this as he rolls him right over and going for the cover. And the count of 1, the count of 2, and look out, Nick Fury gets that right shoulder up.
Nick Fury just able to get, again, we have Stasiak and Fury, Bubba Brooks and AJ Frost. They're fighting somewhere in the back right now. We don't know what's going on back there, but inside the ring here right now, whipping the center rope by Stasiak. Oh, what do you call that, Dan?
I don't know. You just drove him into the mat face first, sort of like a DDT.
Well, when Dan gets stumped on the move, you know it must be original. Nick Fury has
that was almost a military status move there. Off with a big
450.
Yes. Look at this. And here's Bubba Brooks back out and jerks Nick Fury plumb out of the ring on this floor. He jerks him out all the way down to the floor. And Steve Stasiak is the worse for wear. Big Bubba Brooks now ramming none other than Nick Fury's head into that steel turnbuckle over there. Iron post is what I'm trying to say.
And AJ Frost must be back in the back of the bowels of the building.
Here he comes, Dan.
Here he comes. I think he must have went back there for a little bit of Mountain Dew or something. Anyway, he comes back in here like a one-man wrecking crew. And a face buster on Steve Stasiak. And a big right hand being delivered now on Bubba Brooks by AJ Frost. Nick Fury back up. And I guarantee you, they are ringing these family jewels here tonight to cover on Stasiak. 1, 2, and Stasiak kicks out.
Stasiak just able to kick out there, Charlie.
Yes, that's right. Stasiak in a lot of bad shape there, and young AJ has really worked over this big man, Big Bubba Brooks, outside that ring. And he is slugging away. I mean slugging away. He is slugging at, and here's referee Dash Rivrog distracting referee Chuck Ellison. And we have action. Sometimes it's hard to keep up with all of this, Dan.
Drop kick by Fury. Down goes Stasiak. It's a cover.
Count of 1, the count of 2. And only the count of 2 before Stasiak kicks out once again.
Looks like he's going to put him in a crossface there, Charlie. Crippler crossface stand, looks like.
He's got him, and Stasiak's tapping. But Chuck Ellison is missing it.
Well, Ellison was distracted by what was going on the outside.
Well, Chuck Ellison needs a pair of roller skates in there for this match.
That would be a sight.
Oh, look at this.
Yeah, look at this. This
Boston
is a
Crab.
This is a form of the Texas Clover Leaf.
Yes, that's right. Not the bot.
Doesn't quite
Fury
have it
bridging
hooked.
up. Fury trying to bridge up, and he did not give up. And referee Chuck Ellison says he did not give up.
He sure didn't.
And
Fury throwing the outside here.
poor Nick Fury needs a new shirt. He's just about down to his underwear in there.
Double disqualification.
The referee calls for the bell to be ring.
Wrestling fans, referee Chuck Ellison has disqualified both teams and declares this match a double disqualification. Well, this thing just got out of control, Charlie. Nobody can handle this.
That's right, and
They're still
evidently
going.
It's going to be a double disqualification, and our camera, I'm hoping, has been able to get a good shot of what's going on here. But they're fighting all the way back to the dressing room.
Oh,
and
man.
Bubba Brooks goes right in here, and we could hear that. The big thug as Bubba Brooks and Nick Fury fighting right through the wall here all the way back to the dressing room.
They're still fighting back there.
And I believe they got a 12. That was almost a military status move there. Off with a big military status move there. Off with a military status move there. Just a military status move there. Off with a big
450.
360, yes. Look at that.